Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We're playing Root the Role-Playing Game. This is a continuation of last week's adventure, in which we were playing Root the Role-Playing Game. This is the Pelaniki Glade Quick Start. Corey, who are you playing?
Xander, the possum vagrant.
Sure. Austin?
I don't see what's funny.
I'm Elwood, the Arbiter.
Ha ha. Make fun of my guy.
And what is Elwood?
He's a badger.
Yeah, I mean, the woodland creature part of this is very important. Todd?
Yeah.
I am Gratte, the scoundrel. Gratte is French for scratch. I am un chat.
He's a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last adventure, you guys, the last thing that happened, I believe, you guys had just agreed, I'm not sure whether you legitimately agreed or were lying, to assassinate Osha Russell, a mouse leader of the Woodland Alliance, on behalf of the Erie Dynasty.
Yeah.
Or at least its local leaders, Zale Goshhawk and
Yeah.
Count Dridge.
We've been very Yojimbo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Playing sides.
Yes.
Or if you're a Western fan, Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah.
Or if you're a Bruce Willis fan, Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing is a great movie. Yeah, so your tacit mission was you were dispatched by the Silent Paw, a cat terrorist, basically, for hire.
And Scratch's mentor.
Yeah, to assassinate the mayor of Pelaniki Glade, Herc Goshhawk, which you have yet to do. So you guys are outside the Goshhawk palatial estate, which stretches among 3 different trees. It's this vast series of buildings in which all the Goshhawk noble birds reside, far enough away from each other because they don't like each other. Typical aristocrats. Evening has come to the glade. You can see the lights below you spreading across as the various mouse hovels light their lanterns. Cool wind blows. Somewhere, a badger screams. No. What are you guys doing?
Well, I know I said let's murder the whole village. I was just kidding.
I was hoping so.
Yeah, that'd be ugly. It'd be a bad manners situation.
Scratch takes his mouse steel spark lighter and slowly puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah, save it for later. It's a worst case scenario situation. We'll burn this bitch down.
What are we going to do? Are we going to kill this mouse, or are we going to kill the mayor as we were sent here to do?
We're gonna kill both of them, and let me tell you how. So if we're gonna keep Yojimboing, we might as well kill the mouse broad.
If we kill the mouse broad, then the airy people, the birds, will trust us, and it will be easier access to the mayor.
Yeah, and then the other bird, my ex, she needs to trust us too. Basically, what I'm thinking is we need to make it look like we didn't kill this broad. And honestly, that's gonna be tough because she hangs out in a bar, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So we gotta make it look like we're not in cahoots with either one of them, but keep everybody happy at the same time.
What you're saying sounds impossible.
It is. So
I say if we kill the mouse leader, we should think about killing this Count Dridge, too.
we'll kill everybody. It's fine. They'll eventually kill each other off.
So we're back to murdering everybody. That
Yeah,
didn't
but
take
that's
long.
later.
If we take out a major leader from each side, it'll still be plunged into chaos when we take out the mayor.
Yeah.
Peaceful woodland creatures.
Yes.
Scratch has curled up into a ball and fallen asleep.
So it's going to be hard to kill this broad in public, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go to the bar, talk to this broad, and I want you guys to be ready to kill her in public. And it's going to be fun.
Okay.
You just wait for my signal.
What is your signal?
What's your safe word?
I'll say a code word, and it'll make sense, trust me.
I like this plan. I am always ready to kill anyone in public or in private. I do not give a merde. I will kill them anywhere.
But you're not going to tell us what the code word is?
I am going to tell you. The code word is Herc.
Oh.
Named after Herc Orsman, who may or may not be a Patreon subscriber.
So you guys make your way back to the beer barrel. You know the way. You've been there before. Yeah. It is considerably more lively than when you were there this morning. The place is stuffed to the rafters with mice.
Just scurrying around. There's habit trails and
Well, this is terrible.
The beer is flowing. There's music.
pellets everywhere.
Yeah. Dancing. There's even a few birds, some badgers and raccoons, all sorts of woodland creatures that inhabit the glade. Mostly mice.
All of the beer is in those water feeders that have like the little thing that comes down that they like.
You see OSHA Russell in a corner booth with about a half dozen other mice, a rough and tumble sort. They appear to be just sitting there listening to the music, singing along occasionally, just having a good time. It's not like this is a meeting of revolutionaries or anything. She's an older mouse with fading white hair.
The song they're singing along to is "Banned" by Michael Jackson.
And big spectacles. She's hunched over and she has a cane. It takes you a minute to get into the beer burrow, but eventually you find a small table pushed in between two larger tables of working class mice. More than one give the cat some side eye, but no one says anything. So eventually the server comes over. It's Weeks that served you beer this morning. Hey, you guys are back.
Yeah, we have alcohol problems.
Okay, I'll get you around.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, Weeks,
Hey,
could you send a round over to Lady OSHA over there? We're big fans.
sure,
Can you send her a message too?
I guess.
Tell her Mina sent us.
Okay. So this sounds like you want to meet somebody important because OSHA Russell is important.
Yes.
So this is a reputation move. So do you have any reputation with the Woodland Alliance?
Me personally?
Yeah, or any one of you.
I have one X next to the +0. I'm not sure what that means.
I have 3 X's next to the +0.
Yeah, that's just the tracker,
Yeah.
which means you just roll +0 when trying to get in with the Woodland Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one on each side. I don't think we haven't been adding reputations. So,
No.
I mean, we haven't been playing this live. I assume like later on you get more X's and you get pluses, but I don't think any of us have like a +1 or -1 in any reputations so far.
Yeah, I assumed not.
I
but
do for denizens.
Okay. So in that case, just roll 2d6 and try to roll high.
All right. All of us?
No, just one of you.
Oh.
The other two could help. I'll say you could roll to meet somebody important, or you could just mark depletion as paying for the drinks.
Okay, I'll mark depletion.
Okay.
All right.
Depletion is pretty much like adding a element to the scene kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
Basically resources.
yeah,
Right.
it's your resources you're spending to get stuff done.
Okay, I do that.
So Week says okay and disappears, and a few minutes later, you see her take a big tray of drinks over to OSHA's table. You see her lean in, say something to the older mouse, and OSHA raises a mug in your direction. Shortly after that, a big, scar-faced, shaggy mouse from OSHA's table lumbers over. Hey,
Hello.
name's Sasquatch.
Oh,
Oh, hello, Sasquatch.
Most people just call me Squatch.
that's a confusing name.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Mr. Squatch, you remind me of my hero, Gerard Depardieu.
You must be one of them Patreons.
I don't know what none of that means, but OSHA's going to meet with you guys. She says, thanks for the drinks. You can join her table, but be cool.
We're always cool.
Yeah, that's
I don't
what
want
I was going to say.
I don't have to shit in nobody's mouth again.
Oh, your strange exotic customs.
Oh my God, he is just like Gerard Depardieu.
Say, I don't know if you overheard the server Weeks there, but we were sent here on not so much a social visit, but we're on a mission from Mina, you know.
Yeah, okay. And he just turns and walks away.
Well, hey,
What?
what I'm saying here is, what we have to say to OSHA may not be best told to too many ears, especially big mouse ears. Y'all hear really good.
Well, you can talk to OSHA. I just hurt people and break things.
Okay, would you mind asking her if she could come over to our table right fast?
And also, would you sign this DVD copy of Green Card?
So you can try to. I think this is definitely going to have to be a reputation roll. You can ask for a favor. This would be a big favor, meeting OSHA not in a public place.
Is it me rolling reputation?
It could be any one of you.
Okay. Well, none of us have pluses, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It matters for who will take the reputation hit. But other than that,
Okay.
if you fail the roll, it matters for who will take the reputation hit.
Okay, and just a refresher on the rolls. A 10 and up is a success.
Yep.
7 to 9 is a success with complication.
Or a cost. is
Yeah,
how I like to
and
think of it.
anything under 7 is a failure.
Yep.
That's an 11.
I'll talk to her. We got a private room. I don't know. Just give me a minute. And Squatch lumbers off.
Thank you, Squatch.
And you see him leaning over, talking to OSHA. And they exchange looks and look at you. And she jerks her head towards the door to the back. So the three of you and Squatch and OSHA work your way through the crowds. Get into this lesser used back hallway that, of course, this is a bar. It smells like beer and urine. And there's a door that says management. And you go in. It's obviously a manager's office that doesn't get used very much. So a small table, a couple of chairs that look like they were chairs that needed to be repaired that used to be on the main floor but got dragged back here. And the three of you, Squatch and OSHA, crowd in. She takes the seat behind the desk. Is this real feeble looking?
So what can I do for you fellas? You look like good upstanding managers of the Woodland Alliance.
Elwood looks over at Scratch and Xander and says, guys, I'm really having second thoughts about this.
I don't suppose you fellas would be interested in burning down any buildings on my behalf or doing any sort of wet work?
Let's hear the lady out.
Well, there's a couple of people on my hit list.
And she takes out this huge folder.
Jesus.
Now, let me see here. That can wait. I don't know. He sent me a Christmas card. His mother is nice.
She's just going through this.
Oh, here we are. Count Dridge. He's a real motherfucker.
We have met him.
We agree.
Well, if I could make it worth your while if you were to stick some knives in him or push him down a garbage chute or maybe get him inside a camel's mouth. I don't really care how you do it.
or maybe burn him alive.
Or burn him alive, yeah. If you also could burn down the entire Goshawk Palace mansion, that would be great too. Also any Goshawks except for Mina. She's lovely. She's a really nice dear. She made me a lovely apple pie last year.
May we take a moment and confer amongst ourselves?
Of course you can, mercenary cat person.
So we huddle up.
Merci.
All right, guys, I don't know that we have to actually kill this woman. She seems cool.
I'm fine with breaking a leg.
Well, I think if she cooperates with us, she may be able to help us get an audience with the mayor. Although we don't have to tell her that's what we're after.
Wait, do you mean I don't get to set her on fire? She has a cane. It is perfect kindling. Why will you not let me do this?
Yeah, just maim her.
I think we could use her knowledge to somehow get to the mayor.
Yeah, carve her brain out.
I can read the folds in the brain and tell what she was thinking.
What?
I've been studying phrenology.
Oh. Well, what do you have in mind there?
Look, I say we accept this job.
Yeah. If we accept the job, then we can use whatever knowledge she's got to get into the Goshawk home and probably get closer to the mayor.
I like this plan as long as it involves me setting something on fire.
I just want to con somebody.
Well, I think we're doing that right now.
I guess. It's always more fun when the cons are violent.
You know what a con is.
I'm the con master.
Cons end with murder.
I've been conning you for years. I didn't really write the script for Harold and Maude. That was a lie. Look at you, you rube. I did eat that entire luggage set, though. That was true.
So you guys are going to accept or at least you're going to tell OSHA you'll accept the job.
Yes.
So we're accepting the job from her in order to, hopefully, the briefing that she gives us on how to get close to Count Dridge also provides us with extra information for how to get close to the mayor.
Okay, so we're going to try to kill the mayor in his home.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something you probably don't want to do, like, out in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked for, the guy who shot Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah. John Hinckley, he's got a great music career now.
He does. Yeah. Mark David Chapman.
Actually, it's a really good thing to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Mark David Chapman has an amazing Pinterest page.
Okay, so what are you guys telling OSHA?
Who wants to...
Hey, lady.
There we go.
Yes.
We'll take your job, but we're going to need some help.
You remind me of my grandson.
Why?
You just seem like him. I have 43 grandchildren.
Did you ever eat any of them?
No?
Do mice do that?
No?
I need to Wikipedia mice.
I think that is a racist trope.
I'll help any way I can. The Woodland Alliance is at your disposal.
Well, you can tell by our ninja-like body styles...
Right?
that sneakery is what we do.
Uh-huh.
Look at me. I am a cat. I can sneak in anywhere.
Sure?
To your knowledge, is there any good way of sneaking into the Goshawk palatial palace?
Oh, yeah, we got spies in there.
Oh?
Some of my people can get you in.
And to your knowledge, does the mayor have any ways that he particularly doesn't want to die? We're not cruel.
I don't know.
Does he have any fears?
I've never actually met the mayor.
Oh, I see.
Wait, but of course we are taking the job to assassinate the owl.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying shit.
Oh, yeah.
Haha, you just got conned by the best of them. I'm going to kill an owl.
All birds look the same to me, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because I'm a racist mouse.
Oh, my God. Well, you grew up in a different time. That's a good excuse.
No, everybody knew it was bad back then, too, but I just like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go talk to I got a mouse in the Goshawk home. He's a doorman. His name is Hill.
Oh, he's a dormouse?
Yeah?
I got it.
It's a joke.
I don't get it.
It's funny.
Anyway, there's a certain door you can go to in the spruce tree, and you do 3 knocks, and he'll open the door, or he'll unlock it, and then he'll walk away. You don't want to be a witness. You
Hey, are
understand?
you guys writing this down?
Nope.
How many knocks was it again?
3. Did
you guys write it down that time?
You know what? As amazing as it sounds, I think I can remember it.
Do toi. I have it.
And then you just give him some time, and then
have the code.
The door will be open, and you can get in, and you can go to Count Dridge. Generally stays in Callum's areas where Callum has his apartments. He's a nice young man, but I mean, if you get the opportunity, then kill him too.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine.
And then if you could just set the place on fire before you leave, that would be so sweet.
I know a guy.
Yes, I will set this place on fire. I have been waiting for this moment. This is my Bonnaroo.
What? Okay, well, thanks for coming, and just let me know when it's done, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, by the way, did you know I'm the number 3 ranked backgammon player in the Great Lakes area? I'm just kidding. That's a con. See you later, lady. You just got burned by the best of them.
So Squatch escorts you out, leads you out the back of the beer barrow.
Merci, Monsieur Squatch.
You're by their locked dumpsters. There's a couple of raccoon teenagers nearby who
Hey,
run off when you get out there.
What's up, trash buddies?
Squatch says, "Good luck," and closes the door, locking it behind him.
Oh, that was nice.
And you guys are out in the night in Pelaniki Glade.
All right. Well, we've already got the cover at night on our side. I guess we just got to find the spruce tree.
So should we wait till bedtime to kill him in bed?
Well, it's nighttime and we're in the woods. I do think it's bedtime.
What time do hawks sleep? Do they sleep while flying? Are they like cows like that?
Wait a minute, you must tell me more about these flying cows.
So Elwood knows the spruce tree.
I do.
So the spruce tree that's part of the Goshawk home, one of 3 trees, of course, is closest to the mayor's office, and it is where the mayor, Alton Herc Goshawk, has his apartments and residences. You guys cross over to it using a rope bridge from a nearby pine. Find the door that OSHA talked to you about, and I assume you do the knock.
Do toi.
The door explodes. There's a claymore mine set on the other side.
There's a child with a loose tooth on the other side.
Oh, call back.
Yeah. Firefly just jumps out. Hi, gotcha!
Start stomping animals left and right.
It's just a normal human-sized firefly is just moving through the woods, killing woodland creatures. That does sound like a thing he would do.
Man is truly the most dangerous animal in the forest.
Yes.
No, so you do the knock, and you wait. Then you hear, after a while, the lock on the other side being undone. You provide Hill sufficient time to lose himself in the expansive interior. You open the door and slip inside. So, you guys are inside. You're in a small foyer that doesn't look like it's used very often. How are you going to locate the mayor? You know these are his apartments. Elwood would not have spent much time here.
Nope.
It's also close to the mayor's tree, the mayor's office, so it would likely have some entrances there if you wanted to try to find him there. But what skills or rather, what moves are you making to find him?
I have sneak, but I have a +2 for luck.
Yeah, I mean, that trust fate is a move.
Uh-huh.
You trust fate to get through trouble, roll with luck.
Listen up, mon amis. I am a cat.
What?
really am.
Oh.
And you know how people say that black cats are bad luck? We are actually good luck.
Oh.
So I am going to start walking. You get in behind me and follow me, and I will lead you.
Okay, just don't spray.
Okay, I will not spray.
Thanks.
However, Scratch does like weave in and out of Xander's legs.
Gets his glands on it.
Yeah.
He likes me.
All right, rolling 2d6 for luck. Oh, fuck me. Let's see. That is a 5 with a +2. It's a 7.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
all right. We're not too bad.
Scratch's idea of trusting fate is to wander on the darkened corridors of the palace at night, avoiding servants, the occasional guard, hearing whispered conversations from afar, following echoes that lead nowhere, and then eventually telling you to trust his nose. You go out an open window, climb down 3 stories on the outside of the tree, the wind blowing past you the entire time. Elwood falls and racks his balls on a tree limb. Xander has to play dead when he thinks he sees a snake. Turns out just to be a bit of coiled rope left there by some laborer. But you do crawl down to a landing outside the mayor's apartment. You can see him inside his bedroom in a nightrobe, poring over papers. You all take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Does he have on one of those like Scrooge hats?
A kerchief?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yes. Yes, of course.
Pretty
Like
cute.
that's got the little ball on the end of it. Yeah.
A nightcap or a kerchief.
Yeah.
Just scratches, zoom in on the ball.
He's got he's holding one of those candles with the plate and the finger ring,
Oh yeah.
Ah,
and he's muttering over different papers and Era dynasty, a bunch of curmudgeonly bastards. Woodland Alliance, Al-Qaeda.
Oh.
He has a tumbler of scotch in his other hand.
Can we kind of scrutinize the situation and,
Absolutely.
and see if we see anybody else in the room, like to see if the doors are closed, like everything. Yeah.
You can read a tense situation. That's a move.
Look at this fart knocker in his kerchief and his cap. Little does he know that there are creatures stirring tonight.
So that's cutting, Corey.
Okay. Okay. Xander engages his possum sense. Okay. I have a +1 in cunning. Fuck. That's a 4.
He's totally alone. He's completely unarmed.
Seems fine, guys. Let's murder him.
Everything is to your advantage here.
Okay. So how far away is he from us?
His bedroom is large, so he's probably 30, 40 feet away from where you are.
I'm just wondering if we can get to him before he knows. Is he facing us?
No, he's facing away. You guys are on a balcony on
Okay.
the other side of a set of French doors that are slightly ajar.
Okay.
Is there any way that I could use my crossbow?
Of course you could use a crossbow.
I would like to use my crossbow to try and hit the mayor.
Can I shoot my short bow as well and we try to get 2 shots in on him, or?
I would say one of you could help the other with like a sniper shot. So this would be target someone, target a vulnerable foe at far range.
So I'm not sure we've talked about it. How does combat work in this game, Kyle?
So there are no special rules for combat in as much as say in D&D you roll initiative and there's rounds. Combat is just different moves. It's the same tempo of play that we've already been going with.
Okay.
Scratch has has a move called Better Lucky Than Good. When I use a weapon move, I can mark an exhaustion and roll with luck instead of finesse, which I would normally use with the weapon.
Cool.
Because my finesse is +1, my luck is +2.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to do that.
And then, Corey, are you assisting Todd?
Sure, I can.
Okay, so Corey mark exhaustion, which will give Todd a +1.
Okay.
And Todd, so what's your luck? +2?
+2.
So you're at +3 with Xander's help.
All right, here we go. There's a 6 +3, that is 9.
So better lucky than good. You're easing in. You push on the door, and it makes this creaking sound. And the mayor turns just as your crossbow goes off. The bolt goes straight through his eyeball,
Jesus. Whoa.
pins him to the wall.
Okay.
Oh!
He's still alive for a moment, kicking and gurgling. His kerchief rips.
Oh, no.
But your crossbow string snapped. Put a point of wear on your crossbow. Gurgling and yelling,
I rush over and cut his throat.
You slash his throat open. Blood sprays against the wall. The
I
doors
hate
to his bedroom
mares.
hammer open, and 2 guards in mail wielding halberds. Assassins! Charge towards you.
No, we found him like this.
Elwood charges for them,
Okay.
and he has a weapon skill called Storm a Group.
Okay.
Nice.
What does that do?
I spend an exhaustion, and I can attack multiple foes. I think I get an option as to kind of how I use the effects of it, right, Kyle?
That's correct. If you roll 10 or more, you get to choose 2. If on a 7 to 9, you choose 1, and they are variously, you show them up, inflict 2 morale harm, or keep them off balance, inflict 2 exhaustion, avoid their blows and suffer 1 fewer harm from their strikes, or use them against each other and mark exhaustion again, and they inflict their harm against themselves.
And this is a might roll, and Elwood has a might of +3.
Wow.
So I'll roll first, and then we'll decide what we're going to do.
Nature's sturdy badger.
I rolled an 11. So then, yeah, Elwood charges into the room going like, ah! Starts swinging his greatsword around.
So on a hit, you trade harm. You do 1 injury harm. They do 1 injury harm. Unless you want to, you have 2 options. So you could use one of yours to suffer less harm from their strikes if you wish.
How about I spend that exhaustion and try to use their damage on each other?
You could do that. You remember, you rolled over a 10, so you get to do 2 things.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to avoid their blows and use them against each other and try to inflict more damage.
Okay, so what does this look like? This wild melee.
So Elwood is a whirlwind of just his great sword flying and screaming, probably.
It's a badger.
It's ugly. And swiping their blades from side to side, turning one, hitting the other, and then one goes to stab, and Elwood kind of leaps out of the way like, ha-ha, and he stabs the other one.
I have seen this before. This is like the famous American devil from Tasmania.
Kyle, can I also inflict a wear on my sword to do greater damage?
If your sword has that option yet.
Yeah, I've got 2 slots available for wear, so I'm going to go ahead and mark down 1 wear.
Well, is your sword sharp or something?
Yes.
So what does that do for the audience?
It means you can mark a wear when dealing harm with this weapon to inflict 1 additional harm.
Okay. So you're doing 3 harm to these guys in 1 round. They're not dead. There's blood spilling down armor plate. Chainmail's torn. Weapons are dented and dinged. They're yelling for help. Guards! Guards! To us! To us! To the mayor! But these guys are on their last legs. They're losing a lot of blood. Who's going next?
Xander looks to the guards and is like, guys, I'm so glad you're here. These guys have killed the mayor. You guys remember me? I used to date his daughter, Mina. We were in love. It was so beautiful. We were going to have a child, but, it would have been an abomination but with our DNA. Yeah, possum, birds. Don't mix.
It's the possum molester!
Whoa. Hey now. I'm going to try to use one of my moves, Charm Offensive.
Okay.
When you play upon an enemy's insecurities, concerns, or fears to distract them with words during a fight, roll with cunning. On a hit, you create an opening for yourself, make any available weapon move against them at +1, or strike quickly and deal an injury to them. On a 7 to 9, you also tick them off. They aren't listening to you anymore, no matter what you do until the situation drastically changes. On a miss, you infuriate them. They come at you hard, and you're not prepared.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
I'm excited.
Okay. So with this, I'm rolling with my cunning, which is +1.
Right.
Fucking shit. Well, that's a 4.
Yeah.
And with your bonuses?
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that usually works.
So what happens that way, Kyle?
So he's saying this, like dancing just out of what he thinks their range is, and one of the guards turns and has this moment of calm. You're Xander.
Yeah.
Huh. And he just punches you right between the eyes. And as you squeeze the squint, and then he just kicks you in the balls.
Succotash.
All right, so
Take 2 injury.
Jesus, okay.
what kind of room are we in, Kyle?
You're in a bedroom. The
We're in a
mayor's
bedroom?
Yeah.
Is there a furnace or some kind of heating device?
There would definitely be a hearth. Yeah, fireplace. There's a few embers crackling. You guys can hear metal shod boots echoing out from the stairs beyond the doorway.
Yeah, we got to get out of here quick.
Scratch is going to set the room on fire.
I
so that we
mean-
can exit.
Okie dokie.
We know. We were just waiting for you to come to terms with it.
I'm going to pick whatever is most flammable in the room.
The mayor's robes.
And
Well, no, they're soaked in blood, so probably not. Maybe it's the bed linens.
the bed linens, yes. I'm going to take off one sheet and throw it into the hearth, and then with my lighter, I'm going to light the rest of the sheets on fire.
Okay. Do you have any accelerant?
Well, I have my mouse steel spark lighter.
Oh, I didn't know if you had lamp
Oh, wait,
oil
hold
or
on.
something.
I have create to destroy. When I use available materials to rig up a dangerous device, I roll with finesse. On a hit, I cobble together something that will do what I want one time. On a plus 10, I choose 1 from the list. 7 to 9, I choose 2. So if I get a 10 plus, the device is more dangerous than intended, larger or more unwieldy than intended, or more temperamental and fragile than intended. On a miss, I need some vital component to finish it, and you, as the GM, will tell me what that is.
I mean, he has a liquor cabinet, so you could try to make a quick and dirty Molotov cocktail.
That is exactly what I am going to do.
Nice.
Okay. So
right.
roll your
Finesse,
finesse.
which is a plus 1. That is a 6 plus 1, so a 7.
Okay, so 2 of those.
2 of those. More dangerous than intended,
Sure, agreed.
and larger and more unwieldy than intended.
So big fire.
I chose a gallon jar instead of the standard like pint.
Right. Just a jug of homemade moonshine.
I started to say, it's just one of those crockery jugs with X's on it.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's a foregone conclusion. It is going to start a fire. That is going to happen. What you also wanted to do is to cover your retreat and not kill all of you in the process.
Absolument.
So unfortunately for you, it's a bit unwieldy, and you've completely miscalculated the fireball. This is definitely I think a wreck something roll to essentially hurl this into the open doorway and try to wash the room in fire, but just not you guys. Now, obviously, since you screwed up, you guys are gonna take some pain from this. The question is how much, and that's gonna depend on your wreck something roll.
Okay, because I'm an arsonist, when I wreck something with flagrantly dangerous means, I roll with luck instead of might.
Nice.
This is such a fucking cat.
Yeah. Well, this is flagrantly dangerous, so I
Yes.
believe that falls into line there.
So my luck is plus 2. Oh, hell yeah. That is a 9 plus 2, 11.
Nice.
Nice. So you got the hit.
Sacre bleu.
You hurl it. It's this jug of moonshine with some sort of crude wick wrapped in a bed linen. It shatters against the door frame. A massive ball of alcoholic fire erupts, washes over the guards, blasts them into smithereens. And of course, you guys are way too close, so you're all covered in flame as well. Everybody takes an injury.
Ah,
Okay.
dang. This happened to me at Barrel and Bond the other day.
In the bathroom.
If
I
you,
do this in honor of Gerard Depardieu.
yeah, if you had messed that up, everybody would have taken 2 injuries. But so I assume nobody's dead or anything.
No?
Nope.
No, not yet.
And also, because I'm an arsonist, whenever I destroy or grievously damage an important structure, I clear my exhaustion track.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Amidst Scratch's maniacal laughter,
He's on the second of his 9 lives.
you're rappelling down the side of the tree, and we cut to 2 weeks later. You guys are in a treehouse overlooking Pelaniki Glade, which has descended into brutal internecine warfare.
Oh.
Corpses lie in the street. The Glade Guard and the Erie Guard have been fighting. The Woodland Alliance will occasionally set fire to a building or ambush a bird. And the Silent Paw is just counting out your money. The end.
Mission accomplished.
I have been reunited with the Silent Paw.
So that is Root, the role-playing game. And also our first brush with the Powered by the Apocalypse system. What do you guys think?
I kind of like the 2d6 system. I mean, it's very basic and very simple, but it's fun.
I don't like it because I rolled terribly.
I kind of like it.
No, it's okay. I wish there was more with the combat. I wish they had a different combat system. Like, combat's one of my favorite things to do in games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything is equal. There's not any subsystems, so to speak.
Right.
And obviously, I think the game, even being a 2d6 system, I think it would become a little more complex if we were playing like, instead of doing the pre-created characters and, all of that, if we were doing our own created adventure or whatever,
Yeah, it could. I don't have a lot of experience with the Powered by the Apocalypse system myself, so. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It was fun.
I had fun.
I think this is definitely one of the better quick starts we've gotten in terms of the pre-generated characters being really, really cool and good.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think all the characters are pretty fun.
It helps when you're a possum,
Yeah, or a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started to say the setting kind of lends itself to that, just because the nature of these characters goes ahead and gives you
Nature.
a little bit more of a a little bit more of a leg up than we would, I feel like, normally have when we're dealing with pre-gen characters.
I mean, you weren't a mechanic from Chicago that has no real skills at mechanics?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes these pre-created characters, and I'm looking at this clearly from a narrative and performance standpoint, because at the end of the day, we're trying to make entertainment here on top of having fun and playing games. And sometimes they give you just a little nugget of something that you can latch onto and make just a fucking insane character, which is always fun. This game definitely gave more backstory. Some don't, like hardly at all. If I were to say like one of the flaws with like Conan's pre-generated characters, like the first time we played it, like it was very like, you're a former slave. Like, it gave you a lot of information, but it was like we were all former slaves.
Yeah.
We were all like from a bygone dynasty,
It was all very generic information, whereas this one, they tie you directly into the narrative.
Yeah, with character. I mean, like, I was Nina's ex. Like, Austin's character had connections with the family. Like, it was.
I was,
that was pretty cool.
the Silent Paw was Scratch's mentor.
Yeah,
and, it's.
We're placed our characters are placed very strategically in the hierarchy. There's even stuff on the pre-gen characters we didn't use.
Oh, a ton.
There are connections here that, like protector and partner, that could come into play and actually didn't pay off in this particular story.
Yeah, and there's also things, there's also something called advance. I don't know what that is. It didn't apply in the game that we played, but...
Character advancement.
But, things that, in this particular iteration of it, we get to take advantage of.
And the reputation thing, which would grow over time if we were to play it, would be like... Because right now, we're definitely, like, tighter with certain dynasties than others.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and Todd gave a good example of... So, his exhaustion cleared after he basically caused a big fire. That comes from your nature, which actually gives you a bonus for something if you're doing something in keeping with your character.
Yeah, if I pull off a complicated con, it clears my exhaustion.
Yeah. And mine clears my exhaustion if I defend someone who cannot defend themselves. Our characters also had drives. These weren't related to our attributes like they have been in some other games. But, like, for example, my character was deeply driven by justice and honor, just because it's basically a Badger Knight. So each of the pre-gen characters got these additional kind of details in addition to the actual character mechanics that just make it a little bit more interesting to play and make it so much easier for us to kind of come up with a character premise whenever we're playing these out.
And there's other, like you mentioned, there's the connections portion. For instance, if we were playing like an extended campaign of this, two of the characters would be friends.
Yeah.
Okay, like say Austin and I, like our characters were friends. And if Austin was doing something and I decided to help him, I could mark 2 exhaustion and give him a +2 instead of just 1 exhaustion and a +1. So there's different mechanics to the game that we did not utilize in this, but it could be fun.
Yeah, +2 would be a huge bonus in this system.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All that to really say, there's so many open-ended kind of details about character creation, whether you're using pre-gen or not, that just makes it so much easier to flesh out the characters rather than kind of having to make stuff up off the top of our heads each time, like with Conan, like Corey was saying.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, character is what we're going to be most attracted to in these games, simply because of the nature of this podcast. If we were playing off air, like, it might be a different story.
Sure.
But, like, you know, for example, like, the G.I. Joe character creation was exhaustive, but that was some of our favorite characters came out of that.
was.
Like, we're getting ready to do Transformers. Like, we got the core book in for that, and we're looking over that the other day, and it was like, oh man, there's so much shit in this, but that's gonna be fucking awesome. And hopefully, knock on wood, we come up with good characters.
And I don't know how much of that kind of comes from, Kyle, the actual apocalypse system itself or this particular game.
I like the world. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's pretty cool. Like, it's fucking animals, and it's like varmints.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like
But they're
cute bunnies or anything. There's like,
but they're terrorists.
it's all the asshole characters: possums, badgers, cats. You know,
I was actually surprised at the violence of the world that was kind of already inherent. Of course, we always introduce unreasonable amounts of violence into any world, but how much was already present actually surprised me, because given the setting, I kind of expected this to be almost something like a Disney movie.
hey, you stole my carrot. Time for war.
I was almost ready to disagree with Austin about us introducing violence into places where it might not be necessary, and then I remembered one of the story points in our Jane Austen Good Society role-playing game was dissecting someone.
Vivisecting. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm glad we played it. We may come back to Root, we may not. There's a lot on the bill.
Tons. Like we said, looking to do the Transformers game pretty soon, which is another Renegade game. Same folks from G.I. Joe. What else we got, Kyle?
Yeah, we're going to play another Star Wars game. We're going to go back to the D6 West End game system.
Yeah. And there's some new games that just came out that are on our radar, because Blade Runner just came out.
Blade Runner,
Cyborg, which is the cyberpunk version of Morkborg.
Oh, and of course Star Trek.
Star Trek,
2020
yes.
from Modiphius.
Yeah.
And speaking of cyberpunk, Kyle and I have been reading the cyberpunk game.
Cyberpunk Red, I have the PDF and I've been reading it. I think it's pretty cool. I think we'll probably play that at some point.
I need to bring you the starter kit because I've got it. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, if we play it, we'll play the starter kit, I suspect.
And by the way, we're obviously late on this because of the nature of our recording schedule. We recorded it in advance, but the Fluff and Crunch episode is now online. If you haven't heard it, Kyle went on their podcast.
Yeah.
So by the time this comes out, it would have been 3 weeks ago. But Kyle has a conversation with them about the story they made for us, the Judas Priest story for Conan.
Yeah, that's our most recent Conan escapade.
Yeah. So if you listen to that and you want to hear their thoughts on it and talk about how awesome Austin and Todd and I did on it, please check that out.
That's all we discussed.
Yes.
That was all of it.
It was breathtaking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks to our Patreon members. There were some Patreon members in this adventure. Obviously, Herc Oarsman. And sorry to the other Patreon members. We will eventually stop using Herc so much. But
It just lends itself so perfectly to whatever we're doing.
It fits every world.
yeah.
It would have fit in the Jane Austen thing.
Oh, goddamn right.
Sean Weeks was in as Weeks Win. The bar owner there was Squatch the Mouse Muscle. And I think that was mainly it. But thank you to all our Patreon members. We really appreciate it. And it is a huge advantage to doing this. This is not free, unfortunately.
Yeah, dear Lord.
We appreciate all of you, especially because we've gotten far enough into December now to see that nobody's going to drop off in time for present buying season.
That's
Yeah,
right.
for real. Without your money, I wouldn't have been able to afford gifts for my children.
Wait,
Corey, you may not know this. Corey has 5 kids.
Wait, Corey doesn't have any kids.
They're ugly as shit.
Wait, what? Thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
One,
I'm tired of thanking them.
100
That's fair.
Broadway, right down by the river in beautiful downtown Paducah,
The
Kentucky.
Ohio River.
The
It is.
Ohio
It's
River.
The conflux of the Ohio and the Rio Grande.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, they had that river put in just for Barrel and Bond. Well, the toilets weren't working. They needed water.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, good bathroom there.
And thank you for listening, even if you're not a Patreon member, but you should be because it's super cool.
Yeah. But
And
if not, hey, follow us on the socials, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagrams, and feel free to rate and subscribe us and write a review on the app of your choice.
And let us know what you think about this game, other games, and the podcast in general.
Yeah, and if you want to email us for some reason, I don't think we've ever shared this, but it's bastardquest@gmail.
Yeah. Write me a letter.
Or write us a letter. I'll give
Tell
you
me-
Austin's home address.
Tell me about your day. All right. Thank you. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.